following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. How you been?
Oh, great. I really appreciate you and Tommy. You do a great job, great work, and I really appreciate it. I watch you every day.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Let's go to Sylvia in Tampa. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. I want to tell you thank you so much for the advice you gave me on dust yesterday. I exited when you told me, and I made a healthy profit for a very short period. So thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up, down 96. NASDAQ off 19. S&P's up 6.5. Gold contract down $5.50, trading at $12.2240. Silver down 23 cents, $15.33 an ounce. Copper down 6 pennies, $2.69 a pound. Light sweet crude up 56 cents, trading $69.32 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 7 ticks, 120.09. 30-year bond up 18, 145.08. They both want higher price, lower yield. Pretty wild watching this baby shake out. King dollar up 154 ticks, trading 94.965. The euro is at 116.43 to 1 US dollar. The yen is at 112.50 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Let's go to the world of the US dollar, folks, okay? Pretty amazing. We got up to the 95 again. Bottom line, it's been trying to take out this 95 area for about 7 weeks right now. Had it over it today at 95,440. If we take a look at, I'm going to put a continuous contract up. What you're going to see inside this continuous contract, we're going into the highs that were generated out here in October of 2017 and November of 2017. Those highs were 95.070 on the continuous contract. We got up to 95,440, and then guess what, folks? Bottom line is that you had Trump come out, turn around and start hammering the interest rate structure that the Fed is doing right now, and that little baby went from a price point of $12.50 from 95,260 right down to 94,770. Bottom line is that once again, you get a failure on price, failure in volume. It's going to be wild watching how this baby shakes out. You know, it's amazing that there always seems to be something at the 95 area. What we had yesterday is that the housing stats came out. They were low. They hit the 95 area, slammed it down. Today, Trump, he's going to be basically evidently all over Powell, all over the Fed. And, you know, bottom line, it's sold it off. And we'll see whether we get any follow-through on the way down. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Well, that's just the opposite correlation, of course. What ends up happening with gold, gold went from a price point of $12.10 up to a $12.30. It was quite a move. Right now, you're at $12.2210. I'd like to see it actually flatten out coming into the close. Right now, yeah, you rejected lower price, but I'd actually like to see it get inside the $12.25. $12.25 is the low that was established out here on Tuesday. Silver did the same type of setup. These things, well, they move currency markets in a huge way. He moved currency markets in a huge way. Bottom line is that with silver, what you had with silver, silver was down at $15.18. That's trading $15.33. Didn't get as much of a pop as did gold. Notes and bonds. This is the number for an incredible amount of time, folks, that has been saying flat out that market-wise, there is something out here, flat out, that is saying there's a headwind in the marketplace, notes and bonds, if you're a fundamentalist, absolutely should be going down. You know, bottom line, Federal Reserve says they're going up on short-term rates. Your probability for, let me go look at this right now and see if that changed. For the September 29th movement, September 26th, it hardly changed at all. Is 90% or 25 basis points. Bottom line, we're still at 88.4. So Fed still going to be going up on September 29th. That being said, guess what? They're buying the 10-year. They're buying the 30-year. We got an expansion of volume out here today. This baby is going to go after the 10-year first. The baby's going to go after the May 30th swing high. That's 121.03. We have the yield on the 10-year right now is 2.845. If we take a look at this 30-year, what you're going to see inside the 30-year right now, trading at a price point of 145.09. And by the way, both of these have a volume going into the swing point. You have buyers out here, big time. The 30-year, the swing point that we're talking about is 145.28. Bottom line, we've hit 145.18. We're at 145.09. This is going to go after it. And if we take this baby out and you have volume behind it, if we get the type of volume that we had today, bottom line, you get a nice expansion. You can expect a nice expansion top side because the 30-year more than likely is an ABC structure on the way up. Pretty amazing. King dollar. If we just bring King dollar back on when I first did that, that was in the continuous contract. When you do it at the contract we're trading, you're going to see that it was fast and furious. Bottom line, 95,440. That's where we're at. We're at 94,985 right now, and we'll see where this shakes out. This would have to close on the contract we're trading right now over 95,255. And you know, that's not that far away, but that's the bottom line. I don't see that happening. The reason being is that when you look at this intraday, it was nasty, man. I mean, the first leg down had 5,700 contracts. The second leg down had 1761. We're doing a counter trend bounce right now, and the first counter trend bounce, which was down at 10 minutes of 2, had contract volume 1,100. This is trying to test it right now, and this is anemic. With 3 minutes into it, you get all of 25 contracts. So bottom line is that you are going to have people shying away from that U.S. dollar, I suspect, for some time. Some of the higher volume equities out here, what do we have? We have General Electric is up 3 cents. Let me see if GE, I think GE is either coming out tonight or tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. Okay, so GE is coming out tomorrow morning. We have Microsoft coming out tonight. So that's going to be moving the NDX 100 around. eBay is down 10%. eBay is getting smoked. Bottom line is it's pretty amazing, too. The numbers are still pretty good, but the bottom line is that no growth. The growth isn't there for basically a digital company. eBay took out a B point of an ABC structure on the way down. Your A point out here is $40.76. Your B is 35, so you get $5. That sets up for a 33, and right now you're at 34.50. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. We have the Dow Industrials trading down 123. NASDAQ down 32. S&Ps are down 10. They're hitting this market.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's nadex.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 122. You get the NASDAQ off 32. S&Ps right now are off 10.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jason Path, as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Jason's on Monday mornings with Tommy and I at 10:40, Tuesdays at 4:40, at 4:20, Thursdays at 4:20. Hey, Jason, you had that 95 until Trump decided that he's going to hammer Powell.
I know, man. It's a new world, right? I mean, one comment from the president, a tweet, and I mean, they roils markets. It's amazing. I mean, it's like nothing we have ever seen before.
I'll tell you. So check this out, folks. This is pretty cool. We're building a new website. We're doing a lot of different things, and what ended up happening is that I happened to be out of the office this morning. Well, when this happened, I was out of the office, right? And one of the Tigers, bottom line, texted me, and he texted me about gold, right? And I hit my phone and I looked at it. I says, "Oh my God!" And I didn't know, what was going on. Bottom line, though, pretty intense, man. I mean,
yeah, very intense.
We'll see where this shakes out.
Yeah. It's from out of nowhere, hard to predict.
Yes.
Kind of fun to watch, just in that it's it's such a brave new world. It keeps life interesting, at least, right? But man,
it was fun. It was fun to watch for me because I'm figuring I can make money on Trump, on the gold contract. Right. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It keeps you in anticipation. One of these days.
That's my take on it. Do you know what I mean?
That's right, man.
So we'll see where the whole thing shakes out. But they sold that thing hard. What's intriguing about that is that it's not so much intriguing today. It has to do with each and every time that we were up to these levels before. There's a big seller, man. I mean, they hit that 95, and it's like, man. Because folks, what happens inside the dollar index in general? Okay, so there's a different correlation between the dollar index and all these other currencies. These other currencies are still getting killed, and you don't have to sell a lot of contracts or buy a lot of contracts inside the dollar index to move it. So,
yeah.
Hey, Brave new world, no doubt.
It is. And one thing I'm thinking a lot about too is it's July. We got the midterms, really consequential midterms coming up. They're always consequential, but how much more does this ramp up and heat up in the months to come, right? I mean, is this kind of the midpoint, and this only heats up through the election cycle, and we just see more tweets and more comments and more things that we have to react to?
To me, let's picture just common sense. And I brought this up months ago, right? The bottom line is in the real estate business. I'm in the real estate business. I don't want to see rates go up.
That's right.
I mean, if you just bring it down to the point that, hey, listen, man, so I certainly understand it, and
That's right.
we know that how he rocks, and the bottom line is that it very well could just be the beginning of a hammering. So. Mm-hmm. Now, let's go to Bitcoin. You hit Bitcoin beyond belief. It's so freaking cool, man.
Yeah, man.
And this, it's man, when this moves again, it's incredible how fast it moves.
That's right. And what we saw the other day, it really moved hard on 16th and into the 17th.
Yes.
The volume, we were at near multi-year lows in terms of volume coming through the 15th. I had a chart out on the Nadex Market News section from an article this morning. I mean, we were at really, really scary lows in terms of volumes on the 15th. And then on the 16th, it's like to the moon on volume, and obviously it correlates directly to price. So definitely a move of conviction, but the volume just came from nowhere. And
that's what you need,
as we've talked a lot about, other metrics looking stable. The news flow has been positive. We talked about BlackRock and the CFA exam and some of those positive news stories that we've seen recently. It's created an environment, but the volume ebbs and flows to me have been almost shocking this week, and something to continue to work on, because I mean it just came from nowhere. We've been, to your point, calling for continued higher levels, and we're going to continue to see, I believe, Bitcoin to continue to work its way up. But the change in volume is not something I could say I anticipated, but it certainly helped it higher this week, and it's holding those levels. It's each step up, it's using as a plateau, and will grind a little bit higher and then shoot up.
More buyers and sellers.
That's right, man. Yeah, and the institutional money. I saw a chart the other day. Comparing, what happened to gold when the ETF phenomenon took off and some of those things. And we're still a long ways away from that in digital currency, but folks are already, we're certainly looking at it, and futures and derivatives are only the tip of the iceberg. But when you start, SIBO has filed for the ability to do a Bitcoin ETF with the SEC. That's under review right now. We've got a long way to go to see how much institutional money, how much family office money can pile in. And again, that's only got to be net constructive for demand, and we'll see.
The ETF, I actually had the gold report before the ETF came in. And I had been used to ETFs because when, in 1996, I think I interviewed the vice president of the American Stock Exchange, because, they didn't even, that's when the Qs came out. And if I learned anything in 2000 at the crash, is that people really just didn't understand the impact that an ETF has on the market. And the crash would end up happening, of course, Sun Micro, Dell, if they sold that, JDSU, some of these names aren't even around anymore, then they have to sell the Qs. And then when, of course, the GLD came into existence, well, guess what? They're the 6th largest owner of gold in the world now, and guess what? They weren't even around 12 years ago, I think.
Right. Yeah, this totally transforms markets.
It does. Now, as you come over to our website, folks, at TFNN, right under Nadex News, you're going to see Jason has a dynamite article out here, right what we're talking about. Reasons behind Bitcoin latest price surge. So come over to our website, hit the thing, check it out. He's out there all the time, of course. Get a great newsletter at his website at the Dutch Book. Okay, so Bitcoin, we got action with. There's no two ways about that. And let me go, let's see. So, natural gas, interesting.
That's right,
so
man.
Natural gas next. Let's talk about natural gas.
Yeah, we saw a move higher, sharp move higher, right? We've been grinding down to about 270, in the low 270s, which is what we saw, and we've certainly seen a move higher here. So we're still.
It didn't jump off the cliff.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's starting to. We still got a long way to go to resume any kind of bullish trend here. But yeah, we were starting to fall off the cliff. 270 was a scary level.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this move can sustain. We're pretty bearish on natural gas right now. Obviously, the weather can turn in an instant, but
Sure.
production is so up on a year. Any way you look at production, it's way up. We still have that net deficit we're working against from the spring to catch up on that. But the market's clearly shown they're gonna roll in the production levels much more so than any kind of storage deficit. So we would need a few more weeks of intense heat and slowing production to get any type of reversal in the current trend. Yeah. I really don't know when we'll start to approach $3 again. It's just hard to think of a scenario with this level of production. Folks are making money at this level. We're so far beyond where we've ever been. You know, $3 could definitely be just something we don't see for a really long time.
You gotta love it, man. Listen, folks, right here every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, check out thedutchbook.com and get his newsletter. Jason, have a great one. Have a safe one.
All right, Tom.
Monday morning.
Thanks, man. Look forward to it. Be safe.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is off 115. You get the NASDAQ off 27. S&Ps are down 9.5. Well, percentage-wise, what you have out here, we have the Dow, they're all down about 0.4%. Big Blue came out with numbers last night. We go take a look at Big Blue. Big Blue right now is trading up $5. and you get yourself with a small ABC up. So it's pretty cool. Low out here is 137. A's 137. B's 146. So you're dealing with like $9, which would get you into well, they probably already did it, 151. That's, well, all that actually is doing is right into the gap down. It's going to need more juice there, but that gap down is 152. If we go over and we take a look at the Alcoa absolutely gets smoked out here today. Then they come out with the numbers, but evidently inside these numbers, they're talking about the tariff and how they're going to get hit. Alcoa is down 15.5%. This blew away the consolidation that it was in. If we take a look at this, what you're going to see, this has been in a consolidation going all the way back to September of 2017. It's taken it apart. And this is a very large ABC down, folks. Okay, your A point on this is $62. Your B point is 43, so you're dealing with $19. Your C point is out there is 48. So we're talking about $30. Right now you're at 41. So if we bring this back to that $30 level, that's what you're going to see is that's where we broke topside in November of 2016. Let me put this on a monthly for a second and see what we look like. Yeah, monthly's a problem. There it is. Look at that volume sticking out. This is actually saying, you know, $30 is the A to B equals C to D, but, you know, volume-wise, you're saying $23. $23 is game. So bottom line is that you can expect more destruction out there. And in that case, which is pretty wild, is that this is where supposedly the tariff would help Alcoa, and I'm not quite sure why I took it to the cleaners, but you can read up on that. They did come out with the numbers last night, and when you look at the numbers actually aren't that bad. Let's see what they're saying here. So let's see. Alcoa lowered. There you go. They're blaming the tariffs. Okay. Alcoa lowered its 28 profit projection as tariffs on imported aluminum present Roy Harvey, the CEO, significant headwinds. The company has been hit with $15 million in costs so far on material made mostly in Canada and shipped to the U.S. It also cited lower aluminum prices and higher energy cost. The forecast adds concerns for commodity investors over the potential impact of the tariffs. I can tell you this, folks. Bottom line, oh yeah, let's see how this is. Everyone assumed, as we did, that there would be an exception in place for Canadian products. So that has turned out not to be the case, and that is pretty significant impact for us, the CEO said. Bottom line, you know, let's see what we got here. We have 14,000 employees, Pittsburgh. Guess what? A lot of the stuff is made in Canada, and now they're paying more. And guess what, folks? You and I are going to pay more, too. That's how a tariff is a tax. That's the bottom line. They're interchangeable. And I think I would say that most of us have been around long enough to understand that companies in general, okay, don't eat costs. They can't eat costs because then they're out of business. That's the bottom line. And guess what? Things are going up. That's how this baby is shaking out. We got, let's see, Netflix is down $11. Now, Netflix, we'll go to Netflix, but Netflix has that high volume low. Netflix is going to make its way back to that high volume low. We're talking about eBay. eBay got toasted. Micron Technology's down $1. Microsoft, let's go to Microsoft. So at 9 minutes past 4, Microsoft is going to come out with numbers. If we take a look at Microsoft, the low for the year is $71. The high is $106. Trading right at its high. It's at 104.15. And we'll see where this baby shakes out coming into the close. Let me put this on a larger basis and see what we have. Okay, so Microsoft last week had 106 million. It takes out 122. That says it wants lower price. $93 is game. Let me put this on a monthly now. We put this on a monthly. 97 is game. Okay, so the way that this looks to be set up, it's not a disaster, but you're at 104. It looks like a pullback to 97 is game. That's going to be intriguing because what that will do, let's go over the NQs. The NQs are still going to be opened when Microsoft comes out. Microsoft comes out at 9 past 4. The NQs are open to 4:15. So we'll see how the NQs come into the close. What the NQs, that's the NDX 100 futures, what they've done thus far, they've been consolidating intraday. And it's a nice consolidation, by the way. You know, you have a low out here at the price point of 73.59, let's call it 73.60, and then you get a high out here of the 73.96. You know, so that's a decent consolidation. This will give us a hint coming into the close. What you have thus far is this. The way that this broke down at 10 o'clock this morning is actually saying that it does want to go to lower price. And the reason being for that is this, folks. On Tuesday, we started out at 7,300. Well, we hit that 7,300 at 9:30 in the morning, and it just took off like a rocket ship. We went from the 7,300 price point all the way up to 74.36. We went up 136 NDX points. Now, when you break, which we did, we basically broke this consolidation twice. We broke the consolidation at 5 o'clock this morning, went to one lower low, tried to make it back, didn't make it back, and then has been trying to hang on to the 73, 74 area for quite some time. So that's where the fight is going to be about, even coming into the close. If you can get over 73, 74, your probability does go higher that bottom line Microsoft will do all right. Or the NDX futures will do all right, actually. You know, it's going to be quite a battle as we come into the close out here. United Airlines, let's go look at UAL. UAL had gone topside with their numbers yesterday. Higher today, you're up 197. You're at $80.46. If we go over to the oil market, we take a look at oil. Oil's trading up 0.7%. This has had quite a price spread today. The low is $67.80. The high, $70.14. And bottom line, looks like this baby once again, you know, wants to get into the 70.02. Now, what's intriguing here is this. Let's put this up. So $70.02 is the low of how we came downtown. It tested that today with dramatically lighter volume. So that might be it. That might be it with oil once again. Let's go to the XLE and take a look at those large integrated oil and gas equities. Yeah, they have no juice either. They're up 4 cents, $75.15. Financials. Let's go to the financials. XLF. See what we have happening inside those financials. Financials are trading down 37 cents, $27.56. That's a small pullback, nothing heavy. Financials haven't been able to make it over this consolidation it's been in since March 18th. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. The Dow is down 107. NASDAQ is off 23. S&Ps are off 8. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
A Rubik's Cube offers more than 100 million starting positions, resulting in 43 billion potential twists and turns. Yet this puzzle can be solved in 20 moves. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, and knowing the right move makes all the difference in the world. And on Thursday, July 19th at 4:15 p.m., I'll share with you the 3 essential tools behind my #1 ranking by Timer Digest for the S&P 500. This 30-minute event is being hosted by Ninja Trader, and it's open to everyone in our listening audience. At this event, I'll share with you the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal that subscribers I use to identify tops and bottoms, as well as Stevie's red line and the market profiles that I use. The sign-up link is on the homepage of TFNN.com and requires nothing more than your name and email address. To help celebrate my #1 market timing ranking, we're making Mastering Probability available to anyone in our listening audience for the next 30 days with a free money-back guarantee, whether you've subscribed in the past or not. Make your move now by coming to the homepage of TFNN.com and sign up for Thursday's workshop, as well as my free newsletter trial offer.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow right now down 121, NASDAQ off 26, S&P's off 9.5. If we go take a look at the NDX 100, we see the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. Strength out here is Alta Salon, that's up 2.9% or $7.34. You have O'Reilly Automotive up 2.9%. You got Dentist Supply up 2.7%, and Comcast. Comcast, they decided not to go for Fox. They are going to go for Sky Network over in Europe. Those are the positives. The negatives, eBay. eBay down big. eBay's down 9%. 353. You get C-Trip off 4%, 172. AMAT is down 3%, and Netflix is down 3%. If we look at Netflix, what you're looking at here, folks, is this. Netflix, Tuesday, came out with numbers. Bottom line got smoked. It's down to a price point of $344. Does volume of 16 million. Basically hang tough yesterday. Got a nice bounce yesterday. Got up to the beginning of the downdraft, 383. Guess what? You're giving it up in spades. Now, there's no doubt this is backing down with light volume. That being said, what you want to be looking at is that you want to look at this weekly, because the way this weekly chart is set up, or the daily, it doesn't. You can look at the daily, but you get a better indication. Look at the weekly or monthly. What you're going to see is that we busted the uptrend with conviction, and conviction means wide price spread, accelerated volume. And it just took it apart like butter. That sets up, Netflix going back to 194. It's bizarre, but bottom line, it's what it sets up. Your first level where it should have some support is 304. So we'll see how this baby shakes out. But that is basically saying that, people, well, hopefully the people that bought the dip, if they bought it at the beginning of that area, well, guess what? They can still make some good, real good bread. That comes down to the GDX. Let's go to the GDX. So the GDX. There we go. GDX right now trading down 27 cents. This baby is at 21.58. Bottom line, still no juice inside it. That being said, you're coming into some heavy days, and it's coming in with tremendously lighter volume. You get 31 million shares versus 100 million versus 77 million. If we go take a look inside the GDX, what you're going to see Barrick Gold. Bottom line is trying to make it back inside the range. Newmont has been one of the main reasons that the GDX has not absolutely got toasted. Newmont starting on Tuesday, refused to go lower. It didn't get to its lowest swing point. Its lowest swing point is $35.98. We got down to 36.21. Bottom line, it's inside the range that could take it up to 38 right now. So Newmont has been the savior inside that GDX. An Eco Eagle, this is a nice setup. Now, an Eco Eagle is showing its strength. What an Eco Eagle is doing is flat. It had only pulled back from 47.80 to 44.73. And guess what? It's already still over its April 18th level. So you got an Eco Eagle wants higher price. That is coming out with those numbers on the 25th. If we go to Gold Corp, was performing out here today as well. Gold Corp is flat right now, $13.35. The low that was established in Gold Corp was on Tuesday. Bottom line, the difference is that Gold Corp is actually pushing forward with volume. This is a decent indication. It got back inside its range. It's pushing with volume. Let's see when they come out with numbers. They come out the 25th. Let's go over to Royal Gold and take a look at Royal Gold. Yeah, Royal Gold's a good number too. Royal Gold's up 11 cents. This hasn't backed down at all. This is the Royal Gold. This is what's so intriguing about what we've done inside the actual metal versus the equities. So picture, and the metal, we've gone since April 19th. April 19th, gold is at $1,355. This morning we were at $1,210. So you're talking about a $145 move, right? You know, bottom line, that's good numbers, about 11% down. That being said, Royal Gold, which makes its money off the gross price of the metal. So what ends up happening is that when you're a royalty stock, you get a gross price of the metal. Guess what? This is saying this baby is still going to make money. And we'll see where that shakes out, because when you look at their PE, folks, it's a monster PE. The PE is 51 here. Franco-Nevada, let's go look at Franco-Nevada. That had been the largest, well, that had been the strongest equity along with Rango Resources. FN's. There we go. Franco-Nevada. Well, this is a good setup too. Pretty cool. Okay, so Franco-Nevada trading 74.55. Bottom line, this stopped moving higher yesterday. Oh, I know one that moved higher yesterday too is McEwen Mining. McEwen, MUX. This has a couple different things going for it. It has a short position go. Oh, look at that. They're gonna squeeze them, folks. Unreal. This is awesome. So McEwen Mining. Last 3 days has just gone from $2.17 to $2.40. You took out the swing point. You got volume on the move. Oh, this is a big move. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Put this on a weekly. Oh, it's going to be cool. So first off, so we're gunning for 254, first off. You get 254, you can make the case that you're going to run another 70 cents. You're talking about 320 then. Let's see if that, and see, they'll get this going because the shot position on this is extraordinary. 8.67 still. We're going to see that. We're going to see that position come down because what happens? A lot of people are big believers in Rob McEwen, including me. You know, he knows how to run a company. He has, I believe, he has 50% of all the equity in it, and he just did a bond deal, and it's at least 50% there. Well, it's 23%. He owns 23% of the company. 79 million shares. Bottom line, it's very unusual when you actually see companies that the actual CEO has that type of money into it. In McEwen's place, McEwen Mining, he not only has the money inside the aspect of the equity, when he did the bond deal, he bought, I believe, over 50% of the bonds. So he lent to the deal, just like the public can lend to the deal. It's a good number. It's a good number. And he got a shot position. So I have to give him a little email and see if we can get him back on. I'm sure that, number one, that he'll come on. But number two, we'd like to get an update because what he did do simultaneously also, he gave a couple updates on the mines and the life of the mines. One of the life of mines, he extended the life of the mine by 11 years. You extend a mine by 11 years, folks. That means there's a huge amount of ore that they actually found more ore. That's how that shakes out. Dow Industrials right now down 130, Nasdaq off 32, S&P's off 10.5. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to those NQs and take a look at them. So the NQs right now, what they did do is that they basically got into the lower end of this consolidation, and they're still kind of battling. We didn't get into that 73, 74 area. It failed there. You know, we'll see what happens coming into the next 6 minutes before Microsoft. What ends up happening is this, is that you have Microsoft coming out at 409. Futures are open until 4:15. Bottom line is that you are at the lower end of the consolidation right now, and it looks like that what we're going to see in the next 4 minutes is that it's going to try to basically get into this 73, 63 once. Well, actually, we're right at 73.63. We'll see whether it basically wants to break down. What we are going to get at the Microsoft numbers is that you will get large volatility because Microsoft is a very large weighting structure inside the NDX 100. Right now, Microsoft is trading at 84, down 84 cents. That is a lot better than it just was. Microsoft was down to 103.89. You know, that being said, what you see on a longer basis in Microsoft is that it looks like that thing wants to go under $100. It's been, you know, bottom line, huge expansion up, but, you know, when you take a look at this as to where it can go in about a heartbeat, it looks like about $100 to $97. And I don't, you know, Microsoft, what they're looking for coming out, nice numbers. They're looking for 29.2 billion. And I suspect they're going to get that. The real question is going to be, once they get it, what is the market going to do with it? You know, Microsoft, we use Microsoft for everything. And we're on subscriptions now, and I love it, actually. Bottom line is that service they have with subscriptions is a great service. Because what tends to happen, folks, is with the Office, is that every time they're upgrading it, you just automatically get upgraded. I like the deal. Dow right now down 133, NASDAQ off 31, S&P's off 10.5, gold down 540, silver off 24 cents. Notes and bonds, folks, are saying we still have the headwind out here. Or we have a headwind coming at us. Notes are up 8 ticks, bonds are up 21. King dollar up 209 ticks, 95.020. Come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 100 and traded down 134. NASDAQ off 29. S&P's off 10.5. We're going to be having the Microsoft numbers coming out in about 5 minutes. That will push that NDX 100 around. Gold contract down $6, trading at a price point of $1221.90. Silver down 24 cents, $15.32 an ounce. Copper got smoked, down 6.5 pennies, $2.68 a pound. Light sweet crude up 57 cents, $69.33 a barrel. Notes and bonds. Tell you, folks, the Federal Reserve still says they're going to go up on short-term rates. September 26th is the next meeting. Notes and bonds are saying, guess what? You can go up all you want, but we are buying notes and we're buying bonds and we're going to bring the rates down. That's the market. 10-year note up 8 ticks, 120.10. 30-year bond up 20, 145.11. Now, the 30-year bond is laying right next to its May swing high. We take that swing high out with volume. I expect we're going to go off after it. Then well, we're coming into Friday, aren't we? Bottom line, we might just take it out on Friday. We take that out, you get a nice ABC structure on the way up. King dollar. King dollar up 219 ticks, trading 95.030. If we get over and look at the king dollar, what you're going to see out here, folks, once again, it's pretty amazing how this king dollar has shaken out each and every time that we get up to this area. Bottom line, it gives it up. If we take a look at this and we put this on a continuous contract, what you're going to see here is this. The number it's been trying to get over is 95.070. That's on the continuous contract, okay? So what do we have out here today? You get price, you get volume, you got everything. Had it in it until Trump came out and decided that he was going to start hammering Powell and the Federal Reserve. Bottom line, you had the dollar index go smoking down from a price point of 95.440. Bottom line, we got into a low of 94.665. And we're right next to, this is what's going on. It is a failure, though, because what ends up, this is the fifth failure in the past 7 weeks in order to get over that number. So we'll see whether we get any follow-through, meaning to the upside or the downside. Each and every time that we have done this, what has happened is that let me bring this up so I can show you how this is. There is only one time in the last, since, let's see, there's only one time since May 29th that we actually did come down on volume. And it was on June 29th. On June 29th, we had made the high the prior day, 95,255. We had done that with 19,000 contracts. Then we came down with 28,000. Now, what you have out here today is that you did contract volume. You know, we did 39,000 contracts. That's a big number. That being said, where it was taken out 57,000. So when you look at that on a short-term basis, that is saying that it can go right back up and test that area. The real question is going to be, what does Trump do when it gets up there? Because bottom line is that I expect that's not going to be the first tweet that he had out there that he doesn't want Powell to push interest rates any higher. Some of the high volume, well, here, let's go over to the gold contract, because what did happen is that when the gold contract, when that did come out, what you had simultaneously inside the gold contract goes from $1,210 up to $1,220, actually $1,229. It was a big expansion on the way up. Now we're going to see, can gold get any follow-through? Silver didn't have follow-through. That's the bottom line. Silver's still down at 24 cents. Trading at $15.33. Notes and bonds, whole different ballgame. Whole different ballgame. Notes and bonds, bottom line, they want higher price. This is a big day inside the 10-year note market, inside the 30-year bond. This is what it is. Both of those instruments, their last low was on May 17th. The 10-year note on May 17th was traded down to $1.17, 117.30. That's when the 10-year rate was 3.11. Right now, we are going into the May 30th number, and we have, bottom line, you have a chance of taking it out. We'll see whether it can handle it. But we do have a chance of taking that out. That's 121.03. We had the volume come in today. It's 1.6 million contracts. We go over to the 30-year, and we take a look at this 30-year, and the 30-year, bottom line, is right at it. The 30-year is going to open tomorrow morning, sitting right next to it. The 30-year today went up 21 ticks. You got to remember, 32 ticks equals 1 point. We did 275,000 contracts. The 30th high is 145.28. So we'll see where that shakes out. And when we go take a look at this 10-year, what you're going to see is that the 10-year is 2.840 right now. If we take a look at the last 3 months, you're going to see the low is 2.781, the high is 3.11. And the consensus, of course, the fundamental consensus is that the Fed's going up, rate's supposed to go up. Well, guess what? That consensus has been out there many times in the last 10 years, and each and every time, rates haven't gone up. In fact, if I go take a look, I'm going to put the 30-year on a much longer term so you can see that the 30-year has not broken the uptrend that started in 1980. How's that? That's how bizarre this thing is, folks. That's the, well, look at this. I can't even go back 50 years now. Oh, sure I can. There we go. Okay, when you bring this back, it's just absolutely amazing. Bottom line, 1981, it was costing $55 for a 30-year bond that was worth $100 and it was paying 14%. How's that? That's the bottom line. This is the largest bull market I've ever seen in my life. You'd have to be alive for quite a while. I don't even know if there's been anything bigger as a bull market. But bottom line, that's where we stand. This has not broken its uptrend. Bottom line is that we're back where we were in September of 2011. It hasn't broken down. This thing has to break. Like, we have to get down to 135 to basically break an uptrend. And we came down last time to 140, but guess what? 125.12 right now. Big number. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with Microsoft numbers for you. Dow Industrials closed down 134, NASDAQ off 29, S&P's off 10.5. We're coming right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Thursday at 20 past the second hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil's got an outstanding show here every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. He's got a great newsletter, The Opening Call. The way you get this, you come over to our website at TFNN, You go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters to see the opening call right there. You can check it out, 30-day money-back guarantee. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Thank you.
Cool. Okay, so I see. We get the Dow Industrials up here, right?
Yeah, you know what's interesting? I've got the Dow here. We had gone short just after that peak D, that fourth highest peak back in the 25,402, June the 12th. Rode it all the way down, took some off, thank goodness. And then as it was coming around, the fact that it hit the 200 period exponential moving average, that was a big positive. And then the technicals really took a long time to get going. And then when they did, they spiraled to the upside. So we got stopped out of that position with a very small profit on the remaining part. But I am looking at this as a peak C in the Chapman wave. There should be a D. Now, what's really interesting about this is that you were just talking about Microsoft. So Microsoft has recently gone to an all-time high 3 days ago at 106.50. It's also at a peak C. And Cintas, a stock that we follow really closely in terms of, I look at it as a kind of really a benchmark and a bellwether in some ways of the U.S. economy, because they're into overalls and uniforms, rentals. Sure. I followed it for years. So they also make the peak C, and the earnings are coming out within minutes. It was up $1 something, it's down now about 39 cents. And I think there's going to be just one wave to the upside. And if we can get in the Dow, if we can go above, in this case, it'll be the high that was made yesterday of 25,215 to start that leg D. I have to start looking at it based on my methodology to say there's a chance now that we could start a topping motion and start the next pullback. One of the reasons being, one of the reasons why I'm going to have to hold it just to assess exactly with the waveform and everything is that the stochastic is really strong at 96%. The last time it did that, it went above 96% and almost immediately turned down sharply. So that's going to be a clue, because if the stochastic holds flat, then there could still be some higher price. It doesn't say how high, but it could maybe even touch the 25,402 level that was made on June the 12th. So
and Microsoft, folks, Microsoft, Basil, it did close at 104.40. It's trading 104.60. They beat the numbers, but the market's not doing much.
And if you look at, now this is the big conflict that I have. If you look at the monthly chart, it's just gone straight up. It's just been a spectacular move from the 50s just a year ago. It's trading at 104 right now. So that kind of move always says if there's a consolidation, it could happen at any time, but you also have to keep in mind that the power of the these green candles says that there should be pretty good support, in this case in the monthly chart, around about 93. I'm looking at intermediate term. But here we are. We've just popped up to a leg F in the weekly chart. So I'm watching to see which of the stocks, and it's so interesting because I've spoken to you for some time now about this rotational. Even now we're in a rotational correction. The S&P and the Dow made their highs on January the 26th. They haven't gone even close to the highs in all this time. Yet you've got the IWM made its high in March. It's not acting as well as it should right now. The QQQ's made a new all-time high just a few days ago. So this is a really mixed market. Just a handful of stocks already moving the indices very strongly. So in that regard, I was saying to subscribers to my opening call, I'm going to be looking at sectors. My last webinar that I did about a month or so ago, I said, we'll look at different sectors to see what's going on, because it seems to me in this environment, both politically, economically, geopolitically, the works, that is very selective, and that perhaps the indexes and the stocks that have held very well up until now could see a nice rally as fund managers say, hey, the risk out of these has been diminished. They can perhaps rally a little bit, maybe not much, but at least rally. So we've been long the IBB from the 110s and it made a new recovery high today in the 118s. So I like this. It's still acting well. There is this cup formation. I'll talk about that in a moment when I talk about the dollar. So you've got this cup formation. I always say that in this cup formation, in the Chapman wave methodology, you need to see the price push higher from the left side high. That's the one at 119.30 back in February. And it has to close about 2 out of 3 bars above that. Well, we're at 118. We haven't gone above the 119.30, so we've got to look at that. And yet we are still long the dollar from 90 back in April. That was April the 6th. We went long at 90.07, and it's holding very well. And what I've been saying in the dollar, and you did a very nice analysis just now, it spiked higher. I agree. It needs to really break into the 95.70s, perhaps 96.20s, to say, hey, I'm done with the 95s. The selling is every time it's gotten to that mid 95.50 area, gets hit with selling. But the MACD just turned positive the last 2 days, and the stochastic is good in the daily. And if you look at the weekly chart, this weekly chart, both pattern-wise and MACD and stochastic-wise, even the relative strength over here, all suggests that there's really good support. At worst, maybe we're looking at sideways, a test of the 93, the low 93s, but I think it's actually looking quite good. So this is going to be very interesting. And so we've got kind of a mixed portfolio for subscribers. We still have a short position, a small short position in the semiconductor. The SMHs just haven't participated at all. They've been really lagging. Look at this. High of 112 round number back on the 7th of June. It made 114.55 all-time high back in March. It keeps failing. I think this is a big issue. I think that the semiconductors are going to tell us quite a bit about the intermediate term in the market. So yes, there could still be some upside. I think it's rotational. We're trying to be very selective in our longs and our shorts. But at this particular point, I think the next few days are going to be very interesting, because if we start to go to a slightly higher high than we had yesterday at 25,215 in the Dow, I think that I've got to watch closely to get signals, especially based on this weekly chart. If you look, there's really a rectangle between 25,800 and 23,300. We've just been stuck there for months. So this is going to be very important. So I'm looking to see whether or not we re-implement the short side in the next few days. I'm real close. That's my thinking. We'll see if that actually is implemented. But it's a very interesting period. And as I said, you're going to say, I don't know if Syntas has actually got now it's back up to, it's up 1.15. I think it might make that leg D above 196. And if Microsoft can make that leg D, we're going to be watching over the early next week to see, is there now a reversal to the downside, since they've all accomplished kind of targets on the upside.
Yeah, and Microsoft, no doubt, folks, can move. It will move the Dow as well as the NDX 100.
Correct.
And right now, bottom line is that still actually down 40 cents a day. Listen, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. Check out Basil's newsletter. You go into newsletters, trading newsletters, see the opening call, and of course, you can listen to them tomorrow morning, noon. Basil, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show.
Thank you, Tom. You too.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So let's go take a look and see what Microsoft is actually saying. So here we go. Microsoft, the cloud, bottom line, that's where they're making some good money. Sales and profits got a boost from customers signing up for storage, processing, and office productivity, because bottom line is that I was talking about a little bit earlier, those online subscriptions, we happen to like them. They're a good little deal, and they're not that expensive for what you're getting. Profit period ending June 30th rose to $8.87 billion, or $1.14 a share, topping the $1.08 a share average analyst polled by Bloomberg. Sales climbed 17% to $30.1 billion. The chief executive officer, Nadella, which has been overseeing the growth inside the Office 365 cloud business. Let's see. Survey of customer chief information by both Morgan Stanley and Bernstein published last month show an increase in companies signing up or planning to sign up for the cloud products. Revenue from cloud computing rose 89% in the quarter. Sales of the web-based Office 365 climbed 38%. That being said, you know, bottom line is that right now Microsoft closed at 104. It's trading 104.40. It's trading at 104.40. So it didn't get any traction on this. You know, but you're at the highs. I mean, the high was generated out here on Tuesday at 106.50. So we'll see where that whole baby is going to shake out. CTAS, Cintas. Let's see what they have to say. Basil was just talking about this equity. This closed at $193.68. This is trading right now at $193.69. Let's see if they come up with numbers yet. Okay, so here's the numbers in this company. Well, first let's talk about what this company does. This company, folks, they design, manufacture corporate identity programs. You'll see, I'm sure you see these trucks all over the place. They provide the mats, the fire protection, the restaurant supplies, restroom supplies, promotional products, all the uniforms, big numbers. This is right now also at highs. So let's see what they have to say. Their revenue estimate was $1.64 billion. They came in at $1.67 billion. Let's see. They see fiscal 2019 earnings per share $7 to $7.15. They had been at $7.06. So bottom line, that's just about there. They basically came in right where they should have come in, and market-wise, basically they're laying right where they have been. SWKS, Skyworks. So let's take a look at Skyworks. Skyworks, of course, is the semiconductor company, wireless semiconductor company. That closed at $102.48. That is trading right now at 105.25, and this is down from a price point of 115. The 104 level was the last swing high, so it looks like it wants to take that baby out. Let's go take a look and see what they have to say. Their revenue estimate was $890 million. They made $894. Earnings per share, $160. They made $164. They are expecting, let's see, gross margin is 50.9%. That's the gross margin is held. Not a bad hit. $3 up is going to get that number one. Get it over its swing high. Hey, this could end up being a small ABC up if it keeps trading like this, because what you have is this. You're at 105.55. If we take out this 10, yeah, it's going to be an ABC up. I suspect it'll get the volume. So let's look at this. So your A point is 86. Your B is up 101. It's not bad, $15. That'll get you into the 110 level. Well, is that right? Yeah, 110. But you're at 104 right now. 110 gets you not to the swing high, because the swing high is 115. Oh, interesting. This has been in a consolidation for a long time. This has been a consolidation since April of 2014. No, 2015? No, 2017. Whew. Time is a trip, folks. No doubt about that. So let's go over and we take a look at the couple of the king dogs out here. Amazon. What do we have with Amazon? Amazon now is going to be coming out with the numbers on the 26th, right at 4 o'clock. Amazon basically laying at the highs. It's down $30 today, but it's 18.12. Google, so I believe Google's the 26th also, 23rd. Okay, Google's the 23rd. That was down $8.50. That's at 11.86. That's just coming off its high slightly. Facebook is going to come out with their numbers on the 25th. That's at 208. That is at its high. Netflix, we already did. And with Netflix, what you have with Netflix, folks, Netflix is making its way down to that lower high volume swing. You were down 1090 today. You're at 363. Netflix topped out the 21st of June at 423. And we'll see how it handles the low that was established out here on Tuesday. Tuesday, it came barreling down, had the volume on the way down, had everything on the way down. We got to take a look at, so let's see. We got Facebook, Netflix, Intel. Let's take a look at Intel out here. Intel, that comes out the 26th. That's trading 51.98. Yeah, it's not bad. This thing, let me see if this is up after hours just because of Skyworks. Yeah, it is. Up to not 20 cents after Skyworks. Not bad. 877-927-6648. We get over and we take a look at the XAU, the HUI. XAU out here had a low out here of 1227, 1211 rather. We closed out at 1223. This is a nice rejection of lower price. This is what I would have liked to see the actual gold contract do. Gold came back, but not as powerful as the equities. You know, the XAU is trading down to 1211. Trump come out with the hammering of Powell and the Fed on interest rates. This goes topside in a big way. The Gold Bugs Index, even a better day. Two different things happened with the Gold Bugs Index. The Gold Bugs Index never broke its swing low from March. That number is 168.45. That basically is still inside the range. I won't get the volume characteristic until 8 o'clock tonight. Last night, yeah, it came down with volume last night. That rejected lower price out here. And inside of that, what helped it along, you had Newmont. Newmont basically held price out here. If we take a look at Newmont, let's go. You get Newmont. Newmont was as low today as 36.65. It ended up closing at 37. Agnico Eagle helped it out. Agnico Eagle had a low of 46.11. Low of 44.96. Ended up closing out at 45.49. Royal Gold right now, which is the strongest gold equity out here, that basically didn't even come off its highs. Royal Gold is trading 91.85. That's basically laying right next to its highs. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Dow finished down 134. Nasdaq off 29. S&P's off 9.5. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
A Rubik's Cube offers more than 100 million starting positions, resulting in 43 billion potential twists and turns. Yet this puzzle can be solved in 20 moves. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, and knowing the right move makes all the difference in the world. And on Thursday, July 19th at 4:15 p.m., I'll share with you the 3 essential tools behind my #1 ranking by Timer Digest for the S&P 500. This 30-minute event is being hosted by Ninja Trader, and it's open to everyone in our listening audience. At this event, I'll share with you the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal that subscribers now use to identify tops and bottoms, as well as Stevie's red line and the market profiles that I use. The sign-up link is on the homepage of TFNN.com and requires nothing more than your name and email address. To help celebrate my #1 market timing ranking, we're making Mastering Probability available to anyone in our listening audience for the next 30 days with a free money-back guarantee, whether you've subscribed in the past or not. Make your move now by coming to the homepage of TFNN.com and sign up for Thursday's workshop, as well as my free newsletter trial offer.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at Skechers. You talk about a personality stock, folks. This is the personality stock. SKX. So, Skechers, low for the year in Skechers, 23. High is 43. Skechers closed today at $33.52. That is trading at $25.30. You talk about a smoking, you're talking about $8 down, or basically 25% down. And if we take a look at Skechers, what you're going to see the last time they come out with numbers, got smoked, went from $42 down to $32. You made it back into the gap today. Now you're going to gap down again. And if we put this on a longer term so you can see how this stock trades, it's phenomenal, actually. Put this on a 10-year monthly, and you're going to see it's just pretty amazing. Okay, in 2015, well, first off, if we go back to 2012, it's trading at $4. They got things going again in a big way. It takes off in 2012. By 2015, it is at 54. So you had yourself a 12 bagger, big number. You know, you just take, when I say bagger, it's, 12 times 4. Bottom line at the low. Then what ends up happening, within 3 months, you go from a price point of $54 down to $24. You go sideways for a couple of years. We took the next leg down in April of this year, and now it looks to me like we're definitely taking the next leg down, because this is going to go after $25. $25 is where we broke out from in October of 2017. So let's see what they have to say. And this is, of course, the shoe company. And, bottom line is that they have to stay up in styles, they have to stay up in everything. And I guess it's generational as to how Skechers work. Net sales, they expected $1.26 billion. They are looking now for $1.2 billion to $1.3. That's the third quarter. Let me go through the second quarter first. Their gross margin is 49.4%. You know what's amazing, folks? Think about this for a second. So Skechers' gross margin is 49.4%. Let's just say a shoe costs $100. So that means they're making 50. That means that the store, okay, bottom line, they're going to mark it up, a couple times. So when we go into those stores, if we pay $100, you can imagine that the cost of that shoe probably is about $10, $15 maybe. Pretty amazing. Because when we're talking gross margins here, you're talking about them selling it to retail outlets. That's how that shakes out. So here's the sales number. They expected their gross margin is 49.4%. Their sales, second quarter earnings, they expected 41 cents. They came in with 29. The estimate of the net sales, they expected, well, that wasn't that bad. They expected 1.13, and they did 1.13. It's the earnings per share that gets smoked on. Third quarter, this is where this went down dramatically. So third quarter, they had expected a range from 62 cents to 86. They brought down their estimate dramatically. So they brought down the estimate to 50 to 55. Net sales, they also brought down the estimate pretty substantial. They had a range of 1.2 billion to 1.33 billion. They brought that down to 1.2 to 1.23. So they brought that down quite a bit too. Same store comp sales, they expected a 5.2% increase. They got a 4.5% increase. We go back and we take a look at this where it's trading right now. So let's see, $32.25. You're at $25.60. Man, you talk about getting toasted. Whoa, baby. Okay, so, oh, look at that. It's going to fill a gap. Oh, this is crazy. So check this out, folks. October of 2017, this is when they come out with a good number. The equity had gapped from $25 up to $34 the following day. We're filling that gap. This is, when you have gaps in equities, be aware of them, particularly on the downdraft, because what tends to happen is that once they start down, you will see these gaps get filled. And in Skechers' place, there are gaps all over the place. Oh my God, there's gap. If I bring this back to 2015, you get gaps down from $47 into the price point of 33. You keep going lower, you finally bottom out at 22. You gap higher, you gap lower. Bottom line is you can expect what we're going to see out here is that you're going to get another gap into lower price, more than likely the next time they come out with numbers. So big numbers out here. Let's go take a look at the TLT. We've been talking about the bond market, the note market. The TLT is the 20-year bond plus fund, ETF. And what 20-year plus means, folks, is this, is that inside the ETF structure, you have, let's say we have 30-year bonds. well, what ends up happening, as long as they have a duration left of 20 years or more, that's what's inside that bond structure, the TLT. The TLT right now is trading at $122.26. Your high volume low that it's going after on the 29th of May is 122.52. We hit 122.45 today. This thing's going to go after it. This may be the first one to get up and over that level. Now, if the TLT is the first one to get up and over that level, this is going to be not only impressive, but this is leading it. And the reason that I'm saying that it actually would be unusual if it does, but it looks like it's going to. The reason being is this. The TLT has a 15 basis point expense ratio. So when you're looking at any ETF structures at all, you got to understand the expense ratio, because when you're comparing the actual future market and cash market to the ETF structure will always be lower. In this particular case, we're right next to that May 29th. That is showing, when you take the differential, that this is actually much stronger because it is coming up to that level before, or the 30 is right at it, that much more before the 10-year. So it's really intriguing watching this shake out. Just to give you an idea of how this works in the GLD, you know, the GLD started when the gold companies, the GLD started when State Street Trust started the GLD. That being said, what you're going to see is that the GLD right now trades at $115, okay? Your expense ratio is 0.4%. Now, that's a big expense ratio. This always used to trade right at the price of gold, but you can see what's going on. You're at 115. If it was trading at the price of gold, it would be at 122. And as that goes forward, it's going to be intriguing to see what they do 10 years from now, because each and every year, 0.4% is going to get shaved off the GLD as expense ratio. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to that dollar out here. So what you have out here, folks, is that the dollar failed on price out here today. As it got up to the 95 point once again, we were at 95,440. Gives it up in spades. It gave it up in spades when Trump was on CNBC. And here's this quote: "I'm not thrilled the Fed is raising borrowing rates and potentially slowing the economy," he said in an interview at CNBC broadcast Thursday. "I don't like all of this work that we are putting into the economy, and then I see rates going up. I'm not happy about it, but at the same time, I'm letting them do what they feel is best," Trump said. Bottom line, we'll see where this does shake out. The aspect of, let's put it this way, no one ever likes to see rates go up. Politicians in general definitely don't want to see rates go up when you're coming into elections. It's just like you don't want to see gasoline go up. So we'll see how this shakes out. What is not necessarily unusual, it just depends on how long you've been around. Whether you've seen presidents basically hammer the Fed. Last couple decades, no, it hasn't happened. But guess what? It makes a difference. And I would say that using some common sense, to me, Trump's in the real estate business. I'm in the real estate business. Not that I think anyone that's inside the real estate business definitely doesn't want to see rates go up. The differential here, of course, is that we get a wild card out here as to will there be more tweets? Will there be that? We're going to find out technically. Technically, each and every time it's gone up to 95, even before, there's always something that comes out of nowhere and sends this baby lower. So we'll see where it shakes out. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need's right inside you, folks. Go have a blast with it. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Go get them, folks.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.